All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you. I know that we have an international cast of characters and supporters coming tuning in from all over the world. So, whatever time zone you find yourself in today, hello and thank you for taking this time out of your day to come and just really learn and to participate and to see how together we can truly be fantastic world citizens, and that how we can band together to change lives and to really make an impact during this tumultuous time that we all find ourselves in, no matter where you may live in the world. So before I get started, I don't take it for granted that you may know who I am. I thank you first again for coming, but my name is Lakina Dunham. If I was in Ghana, most would call me Aku. I am the founder and CEO of Hewalenamo Girls Incorporated. Hewalenamo is a Ga word, which means empower, and that is truly the mission of our nonprofit or NGO in Ghana, is to empower the next generation of upcoming female leaders who will change their communities. We just offer a hand up so that they have the tools that they need, because they live there. They are the ones who can affect the change in the best positive, most positive direction. And if we raise these leaders, we raise these mindful citizens who think just not only about their four and their family, but about the greater family at large in their nation and their world, I feel that we've done our job, because we truly are all connected. And I think this time period that we are in right now, I think COVID-19 has actually shown the world how truly connected we are. What started in one nation is now in almost every nation in the world, and it shows us that we need each other. Yes, we might tout that, oh, we're American, or we're Canadian, we're Ghanaian, we're fill in the blank. But it truly is going to take all of our efforts. It's taking a world effort to make sure that we combat this invisible enemy that we all have. And so again, thank you for taking your time just to come and to learn. And I'm not going to be before you long, and I will not be the only voice that you get to hear during this presentation. I have a couple of fantastic ladies from Ghana who called in, who are going to help us to get a better understanding, a clearer picture of what some of our students and families are facing in Ghana. So this is Feed Hope Ghana, and I will, little bit of background about myself. Again, my name is Lakina. I founded Hewalenamo 10 years ago. 2020 is our 10-year anniversary. And if you would have asked me even 3 years ago, I would have said, I don't know if we're going to get here. But it has been an amazing journey. We have some amazing donors, amazing supporters, a fantastic board of directors that help fulfill this vision. The vision was given to me, but it takes a team to accomplish all that we've been able to accomplish over the last decade. So a little bit about my background. I have 2 master's degrees. One is in educational leadership. The other is in theological studies. And I really think the both of them blend together so perfectly for why I was given this mission of Hewalenamo. And it really started on a trip back home to Ghana. And for whatever reason, at that time, the Lord really allowed me to see 3 young ladies. There was plenty of them, but 3 young ladies who really stood out to me and started challenging me on why these young girls were not in school, why they were on the side of the road trying to sell me a dog chain, why they were on the side of the road sitting underneath this tree at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when they really should have been in school. And so that's how it really started. It started in the back seat of my uncle's car, and really just was flooded with this need to see how we could change the world one girl at a time. So now we see that we have Hewalenamo has grown, and we have many, many programs, and some I'll be able to share with you again today. Why does Hewalenamo exist? everything starts with a why. Why does Hewalenamo exist? And we exist because we understand that several leaders, I believe it was the UN secretaries have said the fastest way for a developing country to find its way out of poverty is to educate its girls. That's powerful. Any undeveloped nation can find their way out just simply by educating its girls. And why is that? Because we understand that women do most of the child rearing. If you have a literate mother, the greater the chance that you will have a child that is literate. We serve a population where right now, our town of Jamestown, where we do most of our programming, there's about a 38% illiteracy rate. I still think that's too high. 1/3 of the population, the families we serve, is headed by an adult who cannot read or write their name. And that has an impact, especially on all children, but girls more specifically, because in the culture, boys are groomed to raise a family. You are going to be the head of the household. So we have to scrape our money together. We'll send our boys to school, but the girls, we need you to stay home to take care of your younger siblings, or we need you to go to the market to help pay for your brother to go to school. So there's really this disconnect that girls suffer because of the poverty level that the families are facing, that they may not have the opportunity to go to school. So that is in the back of my uncle's car. That is really what I started to learn and started to understand, that we were losing on all these phenomenal leaders. We were missing out on the next great biological chemist. We were missing out on possibly the cure for coronavirus, because these girls were not given the opportunity to develop and understand all the gifts that God had given them, because they were never able to really set foot into a classroom. Or if they were able to set foot in the classroom, I learned when I went to student teach in Ghana, a lot of the girls would go to school, come to school, but then I would turn around and after lunch, they would be gone. And it was because sometimes there were fees that need to be paid, or there were different things that teachers needed from them. And they would then leave because they didn't have the money that they needed to be able to do that. So that's why Hewalenamo exists. We are not offering a hand out. We are offering a hand up through our educational, our empowerment, and our opportunity program. Let me make sure that no one is sending me any messages. Oh, you can't see anything. Let's see. Thank you, B. It says it's being shared. So let me stop sharing and we'll start again. Okay, I'm going to take, can you see now? Is that a yes? Okay, okay. All right, I believe we are back in business now. So you can see my screen. I don't know, thank you for letting me know that you can see that. Okay, perfect, thank you. So again, the problem is there was underprivileged girls in these communities in Ghana, and we were seeing higher illiteracy rates, we were seeing higher dropout rates, and so we wanted to combat that. So our mission really is we're threefold mission. We're about educational opportunities. We have a program called Educate Her, which is a direct sponsorship program. We find some of the most needy families and students in the communities, and then we sponsor them to put them back into school. And it's a yearly renewal. So if they have the grades, they have the attendance, they are then eligible to have another year of educational sponsorship. We partner with 2 private schools. And the reason we partner with private schools is because the government system has its own set of issues and challenges. It is underfunded. The teachers are underpaid, and sometimes there can be 90 kids in a classroom and only 5 books. So if we wanted to raise these leaders, we knew we had to give them a better opportunity of getting a holistic education. So we partner with 2 private schools where we send our students through, and we have taken them now. We have 5 that have graduated high school, 1 has graduated university, and we still have 3 who are now studying pharmacy, accounting, and pre-med in the university level. So we have seen in 10 years that our program works, and we're excited to see about the new students where their lives will take them. So we have a vision, and our vision is just a world, no matter where, but we are in Ghana, but a world where all girls can lead empowered lives because they have been able to have access to a quality education. And that is what Hewalenamo, our main goal is. And we do that through our educational sponsorship program. We also have Empowered Girl Project, which is another project that we offer. And we have a new project that will soon be released, coming soon to a new area of Ghana. We're going to be moving a little bit further north in partnership with another nonprofit. So what's the root cause of, and why did we say Hewalenamo needed to step in and really tackle this? There's an analogy that I learned, I think I was in seminary, and it says, anytime you walk over a problem, you've just created a new level of low. And so I really knew back in 2010 when I was in Ghana that if it wasn't going to be me, who was going to solve and try to step up to solve this problem? Many told me it couldn't be done. Many said, that's a lofty dream. You can't, there's nothing that you can really do. You can't affect this national system. And that may very well be true. My team and I may not be able to change the national system. I really don't believe that. I believe anything is possible. But even if we cannot change the national system, we are changing the lives of the girls that we come in contact each and every day. We've changed the lives of those kids who now have already graduated high school, one who's already graduated from university. We have changed the lives, and if it has to be one girl at a time, that is what we are committed to, because the power of one is amazing. It just takes one person to be able to impact and to change a new course in the world's history. So I recently was in Ghana. I'm in Ghana normally about 2 times per year. And my last trip, I arrived in Ghana on March 4th, and I was supposed to return on March 25th. And then this world crisis, this pandemic changed my plans a little bit. So I found myself in Ghana while the coronavirus was really starting to increase in numbers throughout the world's nations. And as I was there, my flight was canceled, basically. No, not basically, it was canceled due to travel restrictions and different countries going on lockdown. And so I found myself, and I'm actually now thankful that this did happen, because it allowed me to see what needs were going to be put in place. Because now we have this mission, but now we really needed to pivot a little bit, because we have over 120 girls in our program. And now that Ghana has announced this partial lockdown, I was able to see firsthand how these students, how these families, how their lives were being impacted because of this lockdown. So we've had to shift. And as I came back on emergency flight sponsored by the US government, I got back into Texas on March 30th. And immediately I went into launching a campaign, and it's called Feed Hope Ghana. And what Feed Hope Ghana is when I recognized, even while there, that Saturday before I left, I got with one of our student liaison officer, and I said, we need to feed our students. We need to make sure that our kids have food. And here's why. Many of our students depend on the school lunch or the school meal that they are given at school. That may be the only meal that they receive that day. Now that schools are closed, that means they may not eat. So we immediately had to pivot to say, how do we make sure now schools closed? Yes, we're going to have to find ways to continue to give them educational tools, but if they're not eating, it doesn't matter. We have to make sure that their physical needs are taken care of so that they can survive, they can be healthy, they can be strong, so that when school reopens, they're able to still flourish and to thrive. So Feed Hope Ghana was birthed. We have been able to date, we have had 3 rounds of food distributions, and we have had a great cast of people who have helped us. And that is what this webinar is all about, to show this need. In the 10 years that Hewalenamo has been in existence, I have never asked and done an emergency plead, but we are in a very unique time. We are in a time where families who earn less than $1.50 per day aren't able to work, and they live hand to mouth. If I make 5 CD today, that 5 CD is what I'm going to then take to feed my family. If you are a trotro driver, or you're a taxi driver, or you're a woman who works in the market, if you are not able to move about freely, you're not able to make that money that you then need to feed your family. So we understand that there's a greater need. I applaud my team for the 3 feedings, 3 rounds of food distribution that they have been able to do, but there's still a greater need. And you're going to hear from 2 of our phenomenal team members in a moment from themselves in Ghana, so that you can hear what the need is. So you're going to hear from 2 women. I think they're both going to speak, but Amatu is our student liaison officer. She actually is the first hire that we have hired. We have a fully volunteer staff, but she was the first one who was brought on as a paid staff member last year. She actually was one of the teachers when I was doing my student teaching or volunteer teaching in Accra, and she lives a couple doors down from my uncle, but she knows firsthand the fight and the hardships. She was born and raised in Accra, so we will hear from her. And then this is my other phenomenal team of women. We have more than just women. I have 3 amazing men on our team in Ghana as well. I have Miakwe, I have Robert, and I have Mickey. But these ladies are really the front line of defense. They are the ones in the schools checking on our girls. They are the ones doing home visits. They have been distributing food for our girls and the community. And I could not do this without them. So I can't give them enough applause. I believe in giving them their flowers while they yet live. I cannot say enough about this amazing group of women who have really taken Hewalenamo to another level. So what do our girls need right now? What is the need? School is out. There's still a partial lockdown still ongoing right now. You'll hear a little bit more in a second about how that is affecting the daily life of most people living in Accra. But what do they need? They need bags of rice. They need 10 fish. They need 10 tomatoes. They need hand washing buckets or Veronica buckets, which are big buckets that have a spout so that they can wash their hands. Over 83% of the homes in just Accra, and I'll just talk about Accra, it's even higher when you go look at the nation, is not hooked up to piped water. So there is no running water for you to wash your hands. You need to go and you need to fetch water. There are needs of soap and hand sanitizer. They're in need of infographic with COVID tips. And I'm actually happy, and I was trying to get a clip for you today. We partnered with another NGO today, and we had one of our other members who went and they did a community campaign where they mounted hand washing stations on the back of a truck plus speakers, and they went around different communities teaching them in the different languages about ways to stay safe, what coronavirus really is, how it can be contracted, how you can't contract it. So I was really pleased. They sent me pictures, and I was trying, hopefully I'll be able to share those with you on Facebook, and you can see that we cast our net wide. We really believe in serving others so that together we all can rise. So we are going to hear from some of the team there in Ghana. We are going to start with Amatu and Rita. And I believe Mickey is on. If anyone else wants to say something, please just let me know. So I'm going to unmute you ladies, and I'm going to just ask you a few questions. All right, good afternoon to you both. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. So we'll start, and I'll just ask questions, and then either of you can answer. Well, first, tell us your name. Tell us your name.
I'm Amatu Hafiz, the Student Liaison Officer.
Hi, Amatu.
Hi.
And who else?
I'm Genevieve Tanyaviade, a leader. Yeah.
Hi, Rita. So we have Amatu and Rita. So I'll just
Genevieve.
I'm sorry. I'm calling you Rita and you're not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do tell us a little bit, what is life? Paint a picture for us. What is life like right now during this partial lockdown?
No, life in Ghana is not as before. Things have changed now, and we are in lockdown. Most of Ghanaians are indoors, but then it's not easy being indoor without food and other essential needs. So it's like most people are hanging around waiting for food and other essentials like water, sanitizers, and this PPEs. So now, those people who are more vulnerable are the aged, the orphans, and then let's say students who are no more in school now.
So Genevieve, where do you tell us what you've been seeing on there in the area?
Yeah, in my area, though there are people there, but they are not streets. They are not on the street, but in their various homes, they don't have food. Since they cannot go out, they always complain. They are lacking so many things, the Veronica buckets, essentials. But since they cannot go out, they are indoors complaining. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit, both of you took part in one of the food distributions. So what were some of the comments? Were the people appreciative of it? Was there anything else that they said that you want to share with us today?
They really appreciated our efforts, and they were requesting for more.
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't get some, though it was enough, but it couldn't go to all of them. So they really appreciated it. They wanted more. So if we could give a large number of them, it could help.
And if possible, it could be at least twice in a month or anyhow.
Okay. So tell us, how long has the lockdown been going on in Ghana now?
For 3 weeks now.
3 weeks. And
yes.
Students have actually been a little longer. School actually
1 month.
Closed. It's been a month. They closed school first before they did the lockdown. So a lot of these students now have been out of school for a month. And especially for girls, it can have a very negative, devastating impact. Number one, there's different things can happen. They now are in homes sometimes that are not safe homes to begin with. Sometimes school is a safe haven for many of these girls because it allows them to get away from individuals who may be living in a small home. Sometimes in these homes, there could be 10 to 12 people living in a small home, and it's not always the safest place for them to be. Also, just not having food, then it puts more pressure for some girls to have to go out and do other activities to bring food in, or money in, excuse me, for the families to have food. So Amatu, you told me that you went to the market the other day, and what did you learn as you went to the market?
lockdown has brought about increments in prices of foods. And the prices are so huge, the differences are so huge that it's not imaginable. Yeah.
So unfortunately, I know here in the US, we have seen many cases of price gouging. The only good thing is here there is laws against price gouging, but not there in Ghana. So what we could have done with, if we raised $1,000 to go and purchase food the first week, that $1,000 does not go as far, because we now
Sure.
see that they are increasing prices. Number one, I believe because the dollar, their currency has fallen against the dollar. And just
also the
people find opportunities. I'm sorry, go ahead, Amatu.
And also they complain of the borders and ports being locked down, being closed. So that has also contributed to the increment of prices.
Correct. Okay. So they still, all the major airports are closed, seaports are closed, and also land borders have also been closed between the nations. All right. Anyone else? Mickey, I didn't know if you wanted to say anything. Anyone else from Ghana want to share with us?
Yes. Please, with the distribution of the food, my problem is that people don't want to be taken. They don't want pictures. They don't want pictures to be taken of them. It's like one of them was telling me, we are disgracing them because we are giving them food. We take pictures of them, then we put this on social media for everybody to see. And I think it's a bit alarming.
Okay. All right. Well, we will definitely can look at that and see what we can do for that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So thank you both. Thank you, Genevieve and Amatu. I appreciate you. So you can see that there's a need. We have a need, and we have this campaign, Feed Hope Ghana, has been going on now for 3 weeks, and we have had some amazing donors. These are not all of our donors, but I want to let you see that how we appreciate our donors. We make sure that we shout you out. We love on you. We can't do this without our donors. It takes a village. There's an African proverb that it takes a village to raise a child. It truly takes a village. It's going to take all of us working together to turn and come out of this pandemic. It's going to take us helping and focusing our attention in different parts of the world, basically, to make sure that we are being good global citizens. Remember, we are all connected. You may not think that a child in Ghana not receiving the education has no effect on you. It really does. We have a crisis in our education, in the engineering sector. Last year, 100,000 engineering positions went unfilled. That's engineering in medicine, medical engineering, electrical engineering, computer engineering. We are missing thousands and hundreds of thousands of children because so many girls across the world, 6.1 million girls every day are missing from classrooms around the world. And so we take our time to make sure that we acknowledge all of our donors. We shout you out on social media. We make sure that we tell the world that you are partnering with us and that you are a change agent, that your generosity is making a difference in the lives of others. We have different campaigns throughout the year where we send you things in the mail. I like to give gifts. Do you like to get gifts? I like to give them. So if you like to get gifts, becoming a partner with Hewalenamo is a great way to get little surprises throughout the year in the mail, because I like to give gifts. So we definitely could use your help. Right now, more than ever, we have had to pivot and put our attention and our focus really on making sure that our students, over 120 students and their families, are able to survive this lockdown. They are being restricted. They have now erected barriers so that you can't get through different parts of the city. And a lot of these homes, again, do not have running water, do not have electricity. So it is an increased burden to ask them to remain indoors all day and then do not have the food and the necessary daily essentials that they need in order to navigate this lockdown. I'm going stir crazy here in my lovely home in Dallas, Texas, and I have everything that I need. I can only imagine how difficult it would be having to navigate this time without water to wash your hands, without the electricity, and without food needed to feed your hungry children. So we would ask that if you would be so kind to donate to our Feed Hope Ghana. This is the link right there. It's a bit.ly link, bit.ly/Feed Hope Ghana. And you do need to capitalize the F, the H, and the G. Feed Hope Ghana will take you directly to our campaign site where you will be able to make your donation. If you are in the United States, we are a fully recognized and what is the word I'm looking for? Fully recognized and registered, thank you, registered 501c3. So all of your donations are tax deductible according to the US tax law. So again, we would welcome, if you know small businesses, if you are connected to maybe ministries or church organizations, if you are connected to a Greek organization that has a global outreach program, we would love for you to share this information with them, or even if you put me in contact with them. I don't mind getting on the phone and asking them if there's any way that they could help us during this time. But it's bit.ly/Feed Hope Ghana. So the last few minutes, I would absolutely love if you are not already connected to Hewalenamo, that you would connect with us so that we can stay in contact. We send out announcements about our students. We send out little interesting facts. When I'm in Ghana, I send out videos and we take different little snapshots of life in Ghana of the girls. So we would love for you to stay connected with us. And here are a few ways that you can do just that. So if you are a social media person, you can like us on Facebook or Instagram. Both of those, we're just at Hewalenamo, Hewalenamo, Hewalenamo. Like us on Facebook or Instagram to stay up to date. There's more action and more videos that I post, longer videos on Facebook, but you're welcome to follow and like us on both and stay up to date on all that we are doing in the lives of changing the world one girl at a time. Another way is that you can sign up for our email newsletter updates. They are normally 1 to 2 times a month. On Tuesdays, they come out. And again, it's just sometimes letters from the girls, stories from the girls, updates on new programs that we're offering. There's a trip that we have, a group trip that's going in August of this year. So all the opportunities that come about are sent out through this email newsletter. And you can go to our website, which is hewalenamo.org, and you can sign up. There, a pop-up will pop up, and you can put your email address in and stay connected to us that way. A third way is to stay connected to us is a year ago, we launched a social enterprise called Wrapped in Power. And what is Wrapped in Power? Wrapped in Power is we have a team of 15 artisans in Ghana who craft these amazing pieces. I'll let you see, some of my earrings are one of them. These amazing pieces for us. And then I bring them back if I'm in Ghana, or they send me quarterly shipments of new products. And 100% of the proceeds go back to Hewalenamo's program. So if you're ever looking for a birthday gift, Mother's Day is coming up, graduation is coming up. If you're looking for a unique gift, you can go to Wrapped in Power and find a unique one-of-a-kind gift. And then also that will put you on our mailing list as well. You can also, Revolution Education Solution, what's missing? You. We need you. If you'd like to get involved, there are many ways that you can get involved with Hewalenamo. Some are one-time little help that we need, maybe you are great on Facebook and you would like to do a video for us. Or maybe you are a teacher and you want to get your classroom and your students, when school resumes, involved with our students. If you go to hewalenamo.org/get involved, there is a little snapshot of at least 15 ways you can get involved in our organization. Some are, again, just one-time help that we need, or if you're looking to partner with us on long term, there's also those opportunities available to you as well. We need you. I can't do this without my phenomenal team in Ghana. I can't do this without my amazing board members. One of the board members, Ms. B. Baylor, is on. I also believe one of our other board members, Alicia Manzan, is on. We also have Ingrid Barton and Denise Akwe. These amazing ladies help me to stay the course, to make sure that Hewalenamo is all that it can be. So I just want to thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I know that we all are busy, that we are in a unsettling time, but I believe that it's going to take all of us banding together to get out of this. We are going to get through this. We are going to be better after we get through this. But if we can learn and see and take note from this, is that we need each other. No man is an island. No man can do all by himself. It absolutely takes a team to accomplish anything. So I would welcome you to join the Hewalenamo team. We gladly take your support, and we welcome you with loving arms, open arms, to say, help us change the world one girl at a time through the power of education. From my heart to yours, know that I absolutely love you. I appreciate you. And remember, together we are stronger, and together we'll be better. Until next time, not unless we have questions. I always forget about that, excuse me. Any questions that I can answer for anyone? If you have a question, please feel free to come off mute. If you have a question either for me or for any of the team members in Ghana, we will gladly do our best in answering those questions for you. This is one of the gifts that you get.
So someone asked if we could share this recording. I would like to know if we're able to share this recording also.
Yes, if you will, please email me, and I'll give you my email. It's Lakena, L-A-K-E-N-A, at empowergirlsinc.org. I will, once it renders, I will definitely get the recording over to you. And I also will see, I'm going to try to see if I can post it to YouTube. If it's not too long, I'll post it to YouTube, and then you can send that link out to people as well. Great question. Thank you for that.
Also, on your Facebook, do you have the campaign already running?
It is not through Facebook. There is several graphics and several posts about the campaign. Now, and here's another way. Thank you. This is a great, you just brought something to mind. Facebook is amazing. It allows you that if you want to start up your own campaign for Feed Hope Ghana, you can do that. We don't have one running through Facebook right now. If you go to the bit.ly link, the Feed Hope Ghana, it's going to take you through our site. And that's how we're able to send out tax receipts and things like that at the end of the year. If you do a Facebook fundraiser, they don't give us that information as an NGO, as a nonprofit. We don't get that information, so we can't send you tax letters at the end of the year. But Facebook fundraising is an amazing peer-to-peer fundraising platform. So if any of you or those watching the recording, if you would like to do a Facebook fundraiser for Hewalenamo, all you do is go to our Facebook page and you hit fundraise, and you can set up within literally less than 2 minutes, you can set up a Facebook fundraiser that you can share out, and then all the funds within, I think, 7 days are then dispersed to Hewalenamo from Facebook. So there's no Facebook campaign running specifically for Feed Hope Ghana, but you can go to our Facebook site or Facebook page and find the direct link that will take you to the site where you can donate. Let's see.
But we can definitely share the Feed Hope Ghana link on Facebook, and that way it comes directly to you guys.
Absolutely. And if you would like the graphics, I make sharing easy. So however I can serve you as you are helping Hewalenamo, you just let me know. If you want graphics, I will get my graphics team to make them, or we can use the ones that we already have. I can send them to you, and yes, you can just use that bit.ly link. Absolutely. Okay. All right. You cannot directly click on the link here, but again, go to Facebook, go to Instagram. You can send me an email, and I will definitely, if you didn't get that link, I will put the link, give you the link for the where you can donate. Okay.
I'm sorry, I have one more question.
No, please.
So
I love questions.
When you guys were talking and you were talking about some of the borders that they're setting up in some of the towns in Ghana, do you guys already have a path to how you're going to get certain items to the girls and to some of those people in the community? Like, how are they screening mail and things like that? Because something, I don't want something someone is sending to be tainted, and how are they maneuvering all of that?
So as far as the food that we're distributing?
Yes.
Okay. So those two lovely ladies, that's why they are my sheroes, they personally go and purchase the food. We will have to get with the last food distribution that we did, because they are asking for social distancing and things of that nature. They set up at the Jamestown police station. The police station allowed them to use their facilities as a food distribution point. So the team there in Ghana purchases the food, bags the food, puts it in portions, and then they have them come to the Jamestown police station to pick up the food. I know there has been, in the last week, there's been increased police and military force in the area. So we will have to then get back in touch with the contact at the police station to see if they will still allow us to use that as a pickup point.
Okay, that's great. So my last question here is, here in the States, in Maryland where I am, they have these distribution points for students of Baltimore County Public Schools or students of Baltimore City Public Schools. But it doesn't matter. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my kids are.
No, it's fine.
They have distribution points set up at certain schools, similar to what you're talking about over there in Ghana for the kids. Is it for specifically the children that are going to the private schools in the community and to the Hewalenamo girls, or is this to any children in the community that live in that specific area? Or is it like a list, like only these people are allowed to receive this these benefits?
Great question. Thank you for that. We make sure that our 120 girls make sure that they get what they need, but no, we do not limit it just to that. So we have the last feeding, we made sure that we found elderly that were in need, and we make sure that they received what they need. Yes, Hewalenamo's focus is girls, but like I said, it takes us all. So the more donations that we're able to get, the more people we are able to serve and bless and help get through this tumultuous time. So we do not just simply limit it to our girls. We do make sure that they have what they need, and then we continue to distribute out to the greater community.
Okay, I think that's all the questions I have. Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you for those great questions. I love it. All right. I appreciate you. My goal was 45 to 50 minutes, and we are right on that. So from me and my entire team, thank you again for taking time out of your day. Thank you for coming to learn how together we can weather this invisible enemy, and we will win. We are going to win through education and through really being our brothers and sisters keepers. So again, from my heart to yours, know that I love you, I appreciate you, and that we definitely will get through this together. Be blessed. Bye-bye.